Hi there, I'm meteorologist Robert Spetta. It's been a long few days. I was covering Hurricane Milton here in Florida. Powerful storm system. Definitely one for the record books across the state of Florida. My heart goes out to everybody severely impacted by the storm. I'm fine. I was in a good place, but it was a long few days. Now, let's talk about the Western Pacific here, because that's what you're here for. You want to know what's going on out across our area here from the Philippines, Japan, out towards Guam. And big thing right now is the northeast monsoon is on. I know it officially, the PAGOTS ended last week. We're in that transition, but at this time, what we're seeing is kind of those northeasterly winds interacting with the still tropical moist air out here. And look across the west coast of the Philippines, really from Mindanao all the way up towards Luzon. These afternoon showers due to that infliction of the daytime heating, those cool northerly winds just colliding and creating that instability. In fact, watch it right here, right there. Now look at the time frame right there. And as we go ahead through our Friday afternoon, see how those storms kind of flared up and creating that heavy rainfall. Now those are tapering off overnight, but on Saturday, I wouldn't be surprised if we see something very similar, even heading over towards Sunday. You look at the broader picture, we kind of have this broad area of low pressure right in there. Northeast monsoon continue to dominate, even a little low out here towards the west. Now, there is something, I'm going to talk more on this here in just a minute, potentially just east of the Mariana Islands as we go ahead in through next week, especially late next week. But for the time being, that is still a potential, definitely not a absolute at this time. I think our bigger concern is just kind of what's happening here with the northeasterly winds, creating some big fat waves here for a good portion of Okinawa, northern Taiwan, back towards Vietnam, and of course northern portions of Philippines. Not so bad further towards the south, but maybe some nice swells for places like Siargao out here. No big surfing spot. Ikani Surf Resort, you're going to have those bigger swells though out here towards the north. Shout out to them. They were a sponsor with us. So yeah, big shout out. I think they're going to have some good waves the next few days just because of this flow. A little bit cooler though, and I'll talk about that in just a moment. Overall though, the rain's going to be mainly into the mountains here, just like that, where you do have those afternoon showers flaring up as that northeasterly flow comes through, but nothing too incredible. But definitely wet into the afternoon and the evening hours. Here's go through Saturday. Yep. Afternoon showers dominating the forecast here. Tapers off overnight, and then we head into Sunday. Watch this as we go through Sunday evening. 12, 1, 2 o'clock, the showers start to pop back in. So that's the key thing. We have still a little bit of a shear line right in there. Cold surges trying to put in afternoon showers. What is left of our storm system back towards north of Guam, still got plenty of instability with monsoonal showers right in there. But it's this area of convection I'm interested in the extended forecast. And I'll talk about that right now, actually. Let's pull up the GFS. This is for next Friday. Yeah, there's something there just north of Saipan off towards the northern Mariana Islands. Compare that with the ECMWF, though, and it actually has a little bit of a low there. GFS is much more aggressive, but both do show some sort of low pressure area trying to pop out here. Now, in most likely scenario, if this was to develop, it would head north with a passing trough. I think it's a little bit further too far north to hook up on the southern end of the Westpac High, so it more likely would be like that. I think if you were in Japan, you would be more concerned about it. And then even behind it, latest GFS even showing a secondary storm. Now that one, if it forms south of Guam and here in the Philippines, I would be more concerned about if that was to happen. I think we got good confidence that we're probably going to see something, at least a named storm around the Mariana Islands by late next week. So we're talking the 18th, 19th of October. And then if we get another one behind that south of Guam, that would be more of a concern for the southern Japanese islands, Taiwan, or maybe even the Philippines. At this time, though, I mean, no surprise here. Look at this. The 16th to the 22nd, high chance or medium to high chance from the Climate Prediction Center here in the red of tropical development, and then extra high chance as we wrap up the month of October. So even though northeast monsoon's in place, that means potential for more storms kind of edging further towards the south into the Philippines here. So it is something that right now, this is an extremely long range forecast what I'm talking about. So at this point, I'm going to continue to monitor. All right, let's pop up your outlook here though for Sunday. Let's do Sunday. Basically, it is still hot with afternoon showers thanks to that collision of the northeast monsoon. The heavier showers being on the west coast here. You look over towards Palawan, though. Yeah, you got some partly cloudy skies, isolated showers, 33 degrees there. Let's fly off here towards the north, cruising over some of the islands out there in the Sulu Sea with afternoon showers into Manila in the NCR. Subic Bay getting nice and warm, 33 degrees. And then you look at Baguio, 24 degrees, a low of 16, while the Cagayan Valley still looking at some afternoon showers, could be heavy at times. Specifically for Baguio, though, it's going to be a little bit chillier out there. Temperatures getting into lower teens, possibly in some higher elevations. So I know you're not used to it. This is a little bit, a little bit cool for that time of year. So yeah, just a little heads up. Stay warm. This is outdated. I don't know why that graphic popped up, but just stay warm, especially when things do start to cool out and cool down overnight. So yeah, scattered showers Saturday, Sunday, over towards Monday. Cebu, you're going to be looking at highs into the 30s, a little bit warmer with scattered showers. Tuesday, we see some cloudy skies, but really not much of a change in the forecast. While Manila, isolated afternoon showers might uptick just a bit by Monday into Tuesday with 32 degrees for your high. Lows 25 degrees across the board. I love temperature forecasting for this area of the world because there's never really any surprise, except in the mountainous areas. The temperature does sway a little bit, but lower elevations, always looking great. Shout out to our Patreon members. I know I haven't made an update in a couple days. I do apologize. Like I said, I was in the middle of a hurricane, so can't really make Westpac weather updates. But now I'm here, and I just woke up after a long rest after the storm, and I'm here now because our Patreon members and everybody, our sponsors, everybody that supports this channel. I can't thank you guys enough. You are awesome, amazing people. Just the fact that you want to help out this channel, and thank you so much. So give an extra shout out to everybody that here. Places like Siargao Wake Park, Lunaris Cafe, and also in Siargao. You guys are awesome, and I think you're going to get some good waves coming through. Everybody else that has been supporting this channel for a few years, if you're curious, why do you do this even though you just went through a hurricane? This is why. So many people find these updates useful. So I'm going to get off of my soapbox on that. I know some people don't like it, and I notice even the analytics drop off. So yeah, that's a look at what's happening out here today. If you have any questions, though, please let me know. And number one thing, as always, friends, please stay safe out there. Have a good day. Do you hate doing your taxes? Do you struggle figuring out what the law is and money management overseas?
I wish there was an easier way.
Well, FrontrunnerFinancial.com is your choice if this falls into your category. They're an international-based group of American accountants. They're based in Manila, and they're qualified to give you the best information where you are for those international finances. I wish I had these guys when I lived in Tokyo. Each year, it was a struggle. Where I needed to put money, what I needed to do. FrontrunnerFinancial.com. Be sure to check them out and let them know we sent them your way.